Hello and welcome back. Today's video is about Warlords' bounties after they got abolished by the world government. This list includes all the Shichibukai. Last we have Gecko Moria. Moria is smart and strategic, demonstrating keen planning on multiple occasions. He often plans ahead with his zombies, placing certain shadows in certain bodies and altering the bodies to suit whatever his purpose would be under the circumstances. Unfortunately, his tendency to heavily rely on underlings to fight for him in the battlefield may have contributed to his diminished prowess in single combat. Even Jimbei claimed that Maria's dependence on absorbing the shadows of other people had weakened him. I think right now is the weakest of all of them. His bounty before was 320 million, and we still don't know his current bounty after the Warlords got demolished, but I think it's around 620 million. Next on this list is Edward Weevil or Whitebeard Jr., presumably Whitebeard's son. Weevil's powers have been praised by Borsellino, who compared his abilities to that of a younger Whitebeard. He had a bounty of 480 million until he was invited by the world government to become one of the 7 warlords. After the warlords got abolished, he was eventually defeated and arrested by Admiral Ryokugyu, known as Green Bull. Anyway, I believe his bounty increased after they fired him, so I think his bounty was around 880 million. If he was as strong as young Whitebeard, he maybe deserves more, but he doesn't really have a brain. He is his mom's pet. Next on this list is Jimbei, known as the Knight of the Sea. He first gained a bounty of 76 million due to him being a member of the Sun Pirates. It was later increased to 250 million after Jinbei became the new captain of the Sun Pirates before it was frozen after he joined the 7 warlords. Upon resigning his position as a warlord at the Summit War of Marineford, his bounty was reinstated at 438 million. Following the raid on Onigashima and joining the Straw Hat crew, his bounty was increased to 1,100 million. Next, we have the best character in One Piece, Bartholomew Kuma. His bounty before being frozen was 296 million. He got turned into a cyborg by Vegapunk and isn't the same as before. I don't want to spoil much, but there is a chance he might have a new bounty in the near future, and I think he deserves one around 1,500 million. He is mostly dead, so I don't think it matters anymore. Next is Pirate Empress Boa Hancock. She is the current empress known as the Snake Princess of Amazon Lily. She first gained a bounty of 80 million due to her being a captain of the Kuja Pirates before it was frozen after she joined the 7 warlords. However, after the abolition of the 7 warlords, Hancock's bounty was reinstated and raised to 1,659 million, the second highest female bounty. Next on this list is Sir Crocodile. After time skip, Crocodile became more powerful than before. He easily defeated Vice Admiral Stainless and his fleet. His bounty of 1,965 million has made him an extremely dangerous threat to the world government's operations. This is furthered by the fact that he and Mihawk merely becoming subordinates to Buggy was enough to get him named as one of the 4 emperors by the world government. Next is Don Quixote do Flamingo, nicknamed Heavenly Yaksha, who was the captain of the Don Quixote pirates. Prior to his imprisonment, he was a member of the 7 warlords of the sea, with a frozen bounty of 340 million, as well as the most influential underworld broker under the codename Joker. He is also a former world noble descended from the Don Quixote family. We know he got defeated and captured before the world government abolished the warlords, but let's just predict what his bounty would have been. He was one of the most dangerous pirates in the world. He kidnapped an entire country and played with them like rats. He killed his own father because he was weak. He was a celestial dragon and knows a lot about the secrets the world government doesn't want to tell, and they kill an island full of people and kids for the information to not get out. I believe his bounty would have been at least 2 billion if he was out. Let's not forget his crew was also really strong. At number 4 is Trafalger D. Waterlaw, the Surgeon of Death, one of the strongest pirates in One Piece. His bounty after defeating Big Mom with the help of Kid increased from 500 million to 3 billion. With his devil fruit power, he can easily become an emperor in the near future. He is also very young, so he has still time. At number 3 is the goat Buggy the Star Clown. Because of his alliance with Dracul Mihawk and Crocodile in the form of Crossguild, under his leadership, Buggy became recognized as one of the 4 emperors and earned a bounty of 3,189 million. Let's not forget that he was also part of Roger's crew, so his bounty actually makes sense. The world government doesn't care how strong you are if you can threaten them in other ways. Number 2 is Dracul Myhawk, known as Hawkeye or Marine Hunter. Myhawk was one of the few warlords we didn't know the bounty before when it was frozen, but now, after the warlords got abolished, his bounty is 3,590,000,000. He has the highest bounty of all Emperor commanders we know, and even higher than 2 emperors, Luffy and his own captain, Buggy. He could easily become an emperor himself if he wanted, but he doesn't like to do much, but rather chill behind. First is Marshal D. Teach, known as Blackbeard. Teach is the smartest villain in One Piece and knows what he is doing. He has studied all devil fruits and is the only human, if he is one, to eat 2 devil fruits. He is also the best villain and has one of the strongest crews. When he became a warlord, he didn't have a bounty, but his plan wasn't working for the world government. He planned everything from the beginning and will most likely be Luffy's last enemy. His current bounty is 3,996,000,000, one of the highest in the show. Thank you for watching and see you next time.